Hi everyone. So last year I made this costume and paired it with a mask I was lent by a friend. Originally made it for like a Comic-Con type thing. Didn't end up getting to go because my ride decided to go on the most expensive day that they were having this event. So I couldn't really afford it. Yet they still went, and I'm a little bitter about it. But this was the original costume and mask. I got pink pants now, but I think I have some red ones. They're just at the bottom of the stack of folded clothes. So pairing it with some pink pants to start off with. This was the original costume. So this was it. Turn around. Now this mask is a bit on the tight side. So in case you missed, I updated the mask and added some sparkle to it, kind of thing. So I'll show you what the new mask looks like. I'm very curious to see what it looks like with the whole costume. So here's my new mask, which I completely custom made. This whole mask was white. I have a video that will be coming out soon where you see me coloring it in real time. And there's also a sped up version as well on my YouTube channel. I tried to put the sped up version on TikTok, but it didn't let me. So, of making the mask here. So you just get the diamond painting stages of it. So, here it is. Here's the mask in all its glory. I did fix it. I put on 3 coats of Mod Podge after I fixed the beads that fell off of it previously. So, let's see what it looks like with the costume all together. Okay. Wig hair, get out of the way. Yeah, definitely more comfortable fit. So this is what it all looks like now with the mask on. So the new updated more glamorous mask. So if you can see that. Alright. So plus I've tried to lose weight since the last time I put this on, so I don't know if it's noticeable. But here is all angles of it. I think I've upscaled it a bit than just using the regular mask that's intended for it. And while I was waiting for this to dry, I have a pair of blue light glasses that had like a gray tint to them. And I was like, I really don't like the gray tint around the frame. So I decided I was going to color them red, give them some red frames. So I'll show you what that looks like. I haven't put any dots on it, but I debated that for a while. So these were originally a grayish tone and everything, but I decided to change to red frames. So there's that, as well as in case if I don't want to wear that mask. So, but yeah, that is a couple different designs I have for the whole costume. I do want to give that mask back because it's not mine. This one here, this is not mine. This is a friend of mine's. So, I will give that back the next time I see that person. But I wanted to make a extra mask just in case and everything. So, I added these glasses for a more everyday almost look kind of thing. So, yeah. That is what the costume looks like so far. And here's what it looks like. Now, ideally, I wanted a circular purse for this, but I couldn't find it. And actually, I think I might actually like this better because there's not, because sometimes purse straps, like seat belts, depending on the fabric they use, that you know, rubs on my neck and I'm like, oh, I don't like that texture feeling. So, like, I actually do think this looks better. However, I might darken this. I don't know. Now that I see it all together again, it might, like, if I darken it, it might blend too much into the rest of the costume. But I did put dots on different layers of the tulle and everything, so I don't know if I mentioned that before, or if the last time I showed off this costume, the dots were applied on the tulle yet, but here it is. I do think I have a red pair of tights, which I'll wear with it, but I didn't want to play clothing Jenga. So, yeah, that is the result with the different masks I have as options now. But if I do use the blue light glasses, I will add the dots. But, yeah. How does this look all together? I don't know. I feel like it made an improvement. The gems and stuff. So actually I'm gonna do that. So I think the gems made an improvement. I think. If I'm not wrong. Okay, the wig is kind of covering the little wispy wings at the end, but yeah, this is how I'd wear it. I'm trying not to let any of my natural hair be exposed and everything, so I think this works. Does it elevate it? I'm not sure, but this is the end result of the costume with the new mask I created. So, what do you think? I say I did a fairly decent job. I think I nailed it. I wasn't able to use it for the intended use that I made it last year, so I'm going to wear it again this year. Don't judge me for using the same costume 2 years in a row. Because I'm doing that because I worked so hard on it, and I didn't get to, like, use it the way I wanted to use it. I wanted to use it at the Comic-Con, but I couldn't go because it was, one, super busy, and I'm not someone who likes crowded places, and two, there were multiple days you could go, and the group that I wanted to go with wanted to go on the most expensive day. Like, I guess because it was a weekend, it makes sense, but, like, I didn't end up going. So, I'm going to wear this costume again. Please don't judge me for wearing the same costume 2 years in a row, but I worked too hard on this to let it just be going for one costume kind of thing. So I went to a dance and I handed out candy with it. That's about it. So, yeah. And I'll have to try and find some red shoes because, again, like I mentioned before, Ladybug's outfit goes over her feet and she doesn't wear shoes. Which is not something I noticed until I was trying to replicate her costume. So, like, I don't know. But that is it for this clip of my updated version of the Miraculous Ladybug costume with the new mask I customized. Make it a little more glamorous, you know, kind of thing. And I have these gloves, but I technically don't really need them. They just cover my hands because I put dots all over the sleeves. So technically I don't need the gloves, but whatever. Yeah, so because I covered the sleeves in little dots, these are like felt scraps that I hand sewed onto the arms of the costume. And then same felt square that I used for the dots here and around here and on the back and on the skirt. So, how do you think my Ladybug costume turned out this year with the new mask? So, let's get better lighting here. All right. Sorry, this has been so long, but I'm just trying to see how it looks for when it comes up to Halloween and everything. So this one is the new one. I also did this one for a more laid back kind of thing, which might be a good option for handing out candy, you know, if that one gets too sweaty, you know, like this is a more casual one. And if I do end up using it for Ladybug, I will add the dots here, 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 and here. So I'm glad that I was able to like customize the frames with paint markers. This is my like oldest, most worn pair of blue light glasses. There's actually scratches on it. You can't see it in this video, but there are scratches on it, so I knew like, okay, this can be my tester. If I accidentally draw on the glasses, then it's no big deal because I have a ton others. But I like that. I really like the just slight change of color of the frames makes me like these glasses again, because I did not like them for the longest time. I was like, okay, well, I'll just wear them around the house. Like in videos, they don't really frame my face that well, so yeah. But anyway, these are different options for my new masks for this costume. So yeah, and I can easily take this, fold it up, put it in a little glasses bag, and keep it in my little fanny pack purse, like so, in case the bigger mask gets, like, in case I get too hot with that bigger mask. So, yeah. It is a little sticky, because I didn't sand down the frames before I put any paint markers on them, but, whatever. I think it looks good. Alright. Though I don't think this mask will fit in this bag. Let's give it a shot. I don't think it will. Actually, wait. It fits in the bag. Sorry, but it actually fits in the bag. I don't believe it. Oh my gosh. This mask fits in the bag. So long as I don't have much in the bag to start off with. I mean, I will have my phone in there, so that might not work, but actually, I have my case to my phone. We'll see if I can fit this in the purse with the phone and everything. One sec. Because this tripod doesn't work so well when I have the case on it, I just keep my phone out of the case when it's in my tripod. And so I have the case here just to see size-wise. And I have the other mask in here, so I can see if this will work with all the rest of the items in there. And I also have a bag of like emergency cash in there as well. So yes, it fits. Oh my goodness. That is going to be so great, especially when I'm using this for the dance. If I want to take the mask off because it's getting too hot, that's going to be so great that it can actually fit in my purse. Woohoo! That was not what I was expecting, so yay! Yay! Alright, so that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to comment, like, subscribe, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Thank you for watching.